go, Godzilla! Damn. And then whatever Kong's theme music is. Yeah, Kong doesn't really get a theme, does he? Or nope. Yeah, I mean, I remember some of the. I do remember a little bit of the old-fashioned Kong music, but he doesn't really have a theme. But yeah, so spoiler review for Kong versus Godzilla and my thoughts overall on the movie. So as I said in the previous review, the standard review, I really like. This might be my favorite of the MonsterVerse films because it gave you what you want. It gave you lots of kaiju action. It didn't meander on the humans too much, and most of the time the humans were sufficient. They served their purpose without being too annoying. Usually, I'm going to start off spoiler-wise with the stuff I did not actually like. Again, I think I briefly mentioned it in previous year. I like Millie Bobby Brown, but I get she's our connection to Godzilla, but our human connection to Godzilla, but I don't get why she's in this. Like, she wasn't the best in the last movie, King of the Monsters, but she was tolerable, certainly. And you know, like she definitely tells her mother off too, because her mother is a piece of shit. But she serves well. And this, she's actually coming off really annoying. Like, really annoying. Like, just constantly saying, oh, we're gonna, like, stow him. But it's like, no, don't do that. The irony in all of this is, with Kong, because there's Team Kong, Team Godzilla. With Rebecca Hall, Alexander Skarsgård, and the deaf actress, the little girl, there's a purpose to what they're doing. Like, what they're doing actually does have an effect. They get Kong into the Hollow Earth. If they find him a new home in the Hollow Earth, obviously at the end, which helps get them the axe. They can, go toe-to-toe with Godzilla for a little bit and help eventually beat Mechagodzilla. What is the overall point of Team Godzilla? The only thing they do, and it is important to certainly, is they short out the satellite connection to Mechagodzilla's power, which is dumb how that happened. But still, they do that. Other than that, and honestly, you can make an argument that Kong still could have beaten Mechagodzilla regardless with the charged axe. There doesn't seem to be a clear point to why these characters are here and doing the things they're doing. And it wouldn't be so bad if they were more likable. But, let me get the actual IMDb up here so I can reference the actors and, performers. Godzilla versus Kong. Give me 1 second. Now! Okay. Bernie. Brian, yeah, so you have Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, was it Julian Dennison, that's the kid. Plays her friend Josh, and Brian Tyree Henry plays the conspiracy nut Bernie. Bernie does get annoying, but he's a fun type of annoying just because of how outlandish he is. Josh and Madison, Millie Bobby Brown, and Julian are just there, and they are honestly being annoying. I mean, but at least they're not really wasted in the same sense that Kyle Chandler's wasted, because there's really no point to him being there at all. Like, there's really no point at all for him being there. And I mean, then you get like the villains who, let me see, what was the name of the villains here again? Walter Sand. Demon Bichar, which someone reminded me where I saw him from. It was Machete Kills. And yeah, he was, that's where I remember. God just had charisma. And where is the Shun Ogre, which is Ren Shirazawa. I do like the fact that every human villain in this, be it his daughter, the head of the company, or Shirazawa, both kind of they all just die. Like, Kong, it's like, does not waste any time and just crushes the daughter. It's like, and he just randomly dodges to the side. I like that. And I do like the fact that, there is no, the comeuppance is pretty sweat for all the human villains, if you will. But it does bug me, the fact that this is supposed to be Serizawa's son, and we never address that. If it's addressed, I missed it. 100%. Other than that, though, I mean, that's just the human. I mean, there's still decent human elements in it. Like, again, the girl's relationship with Kong it's actually, I like the girl a lot. She's actually really sweet. She's like, yeah, this relationship guy's like the big lug. I love this guy. It's like, home. I do love that scene too, where it's like, he told me, and he just like, home. And Rebecca Hall's like, uh, it's like, I've been trying to talk to him. He didn't want to talk to you. It's like, sorry, he doesn't like you guys. But obviously, let's talk about all the really good stuff. The kaiju. When we first see Godzilla, he is wrecking shot. It's that great scene where you see him like just shark finning through the water. You see his eyes, and he pops and just obliterates this facility because they're developing Mechagodzilla. Which when you first see Mechagodzilla, they've actually been testing skull crawlers on him, and he just rips one in half. Like, holy crap! Now, with Mechagodzilla, I do want to address that before I talk more about Godzilla and Kong and their actual fight. I was wondering if they really went this way, if they were going to go this way, and they did. That Mechagodzilla isn't truly, I mean, he is Mechagodzilla, but he's also kind of Mecha King Ghidorah, because they apparently used the remaining skull from Ghidorah and apparently the telepathic like DNA ingrained in it to basically control it, and then it overrid Mechagodzilla, and so it is King Ghidorah in Mechagodzilla, which I'm like, okay, that's cool. And this version of Mechagodzilla, I mean, we've had many different versions. We have Kiru from the Millennium series, which is one of the popular ones, fan favorite ones. We have the anime version, which we kind of see but never really see. We have the original version. We have the one from Ready Player One, which I like that version quite a bit. This one isn't my favorite version of Mechagodzilla. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but there's no bad version of Mechagodzilla. I'd say Kira is still probably my favorite. But this is a close second, honestly. If not, I'd say it's tied with the Ready Player One version, because I do like the more modern aesthetic of it. I like the rotating arms. I love the fact that this thing is literally armed to the teeth. It's got like energy gauntlets like Gypsy Danger. It's basically got its own atomic breath. Its tail apparently had like a buzz blade, and I'm guessing it could shoot lasers, but we never saw that. It's armed with missiles. It's a pretty badass beast, and it puts the smack down on Godzilla and Kong, honestly. Truth be told, the only reason they won that was through sheer luck, because it was about to kill Godzilla. And then, Godzilla and Kong double team and work together, and then Kong gets the win. I do like that, too, that they, even though, and we'll talk about the loss, Kong ultimately lost against Godzilla. They give him the redemption that he gets the big win against Mechagodzilla, where he's the one who gets to beat the damn thing down and cut it into pieces. And again, let's be clear. I don't like the ideas of, well, Godzilla beat Kong, but Mechagodzilla beat Godzilla, and then Kong beat Mechagodzilla, so Kong should theoretically be the overall winner, right? That's not how that works, and you know it. Stop trying to justify Kong's loss. The way that really works is this. So, and I like the fact, too, they kind of like let you know, it's like, okay, that round went to this guy, that round went to that guy. When like Kong first, like Godzilla and Kong first meet, it's the aircraft carrier scene. It is a long scene too. They are just going at it. Like Kong just slams knocks Godzilla, but honestly, Godzilla actually barely just boom. Okay, and Godzilla, despite having such short arms, is able to just uppercut Kong and just floor him. And then Kong just throws him in the water. He blows up the ship. Here's the thing, too. Kong actually, while he's not an aquatic kaiju by any means, and he's technically a gorilla, apparently is still kind of capable of swimming to some degree. But make no mistake, had they not interfered with the depth charges, Godzilla was going to kill Kong straight out. He was going to drown his ass. And then I like the fact, too, is like, okay, we all got to play dead. And I love that shot, too, of Godzilla just kind of being like halfway. I was like, And he just sees Kong there. And Kong even gives him a look like, come on. Like, Kong's not ready to go down because they're both Alpha Titans. But it's like, nope, okay, I'm good. And yeah, I thought it was like, okay, yeah, that made sense. It was on Godzilla's turf. Absolutely. And Kong was not prepared. And then we get the Hollow Earth stuff, which was really fun to watch. We get the fight with the Warbats. I preferred Nizuki as the name, but the Warbats. And one of them nearly killed Kong, too. At the Humans Not Interviewed, he probably would have died to that damn thing, too. Because let's be fair. Kong here, while bigger and stronger technically than his younger self, is also older and worn down and beaten to some degree. He's like, again, I like the analogy they come up. He's the old gunslinger. He's the old warrior who's just kind of tired of fighting, but he's still a warrior. And you can see he's got the gray in his beard and all that. I do like this aspect of Kong. And then we see he finds the axe, and he sits down, and then, and then the fact is, like, Godzilla Sensei. And here's where you knew, if you were hoping Kong was going to win, that Kong was not going to win. Godzilla just aims an atomic blast straight down through the planet, and eventually ends up coming all the way to the hollow Earth, creating a tunnel to the hollow Earth, which is probably how they actually end up getting back there now, like back and forth, instead of going through all that freaking gravity bullshit. Like, it's like unbelievable. Like, it's like, yeah, and Godzilla's not even like tired after that either. Just like, come on, bitch! It's like, ah. And so then starts round 2. Now, this one, it was a lot more even. It's on much more neutral ground on the land where Kong and Godzilla would actually, be at least some odd on equal terms. And it's a lot more of an equal fight. Kong's getting a lot more hits, and he actually stabs Godzilla with the axe. He shoves it down his mouth at one point to stop the atomic fire, reminiscent of the tree down his throat in the original. I love, though, when Godzilla basically takes the axe out of his leg and just rocks it at Kong. Just, whoa! But then ultimately, yeah, Kong comes in, and it's that scene get in the trailer where, the the axe comes out, and he just throws it in Godzilla's face, and then knocks Godzilla down. And they even say, round 2 goes to Kong. And then the axe is technically lost because Kong gets blown back. And then round 3 takes place. Unfortunately, it's round 3 without the axe. He doesn't have the axe at that point. And I can't remember if he got I think he may have, like, lost the axe at one point. But ultimately, then, it's Godzilla who's like, okay, that's okay. I'll try to be nice because you're a kid and everything, and, you're trying, you think you're a big help, and I'm going to wreck your ape shop. And then Godzilla just proceeds to could be merciless in how he attacks him. I love, too, when he hits Kong in the back. It's like, if Kong gets hit with that atomic fire, he's done. And just hits him in the back, just, And then finally, it's like Kong's on the ground just trying to get back up and keep Godzilla away, kicks him in the face, and then Godzilla just claws at him and just stomps right down on him. And just, boom, then he punches him once in the thigh. Godzilla's like, you son of a... and just crushes him down. And basically just, Godzilla's looking at him in the eyes, just like, stay down. And Kong's like, fuck you. But then Godzilla's like, ugh. It's like, ugh, whatever, I win. And he just gets up and walks away. It's like, yeah, I'm Godzilla. I'm the king. And Kong just tries to get back and say, come back. It's like that guy is like, who doesn't want to, like, it doesn't want to submit. He does not want to be, he's the alpha to him. It's like, no, I'm the apex. Like, yeah. And then he just falls back down to the point where Godzilla actually pretty much would have killed him had they not jumpstarted his heart. Like, Godzilla was actually, or Kong was actually, like they say his heart was slowing down. Like he was mortally wounded for a little bit. And yeah, and then you get the fight with Mechagodzilla and Kong, where I love the fact they have to jumpstart his heart, hence the nod to electrical surge in the original. Because let's be honest, Godzilla had beaten him too up until that point until he got the electrical charge, which made no sense in the original. At least made some sense here because they used it like a defibrillator. And then I love it. Again, I commented on it in the original. He knows his shoulder's dislocated, and he has to. He's like, yeah, and it just cocks it back and ready. But now going on to the whole why you're wrong to think that Kong is ultimately the winner because he beat Mechagodzilla and all that, and Godzilla's like, I don't want to face off against you anymore because you'll beat me. It's like, no. So look, so Godzilla beat Kong the first time, round 1. Kong beat Godzilla round 2, and then Godzilla beat round 3 Kong. Well, then Godzilla is now immediately going in after Mechagodzilla, but he's already worn down a bit to a certain degree from his fight with Kong. But Godzilla is, territorial, and he's still, got to defend the planet because King Mechagodzilla is a freaking threat. And he can't take this guy on it. If he were fresh, it might have gone differently. Let's be clear. He's charging. Mechagodzilla's throwing all these missiles at him, and he's just like running through these damn missiles. So then you get in, so then you get, he's beating down Godzilla. Then you get Kong, who eventually comes in. They have to tag team, and they still are getting thrown around. Kong gets the axe. He's starting to, get some minor superficial cuts in, but it's still not enough. Godzilla sees that Kong is on the ropes, charges the axe with his atomic breath, and then Kong proceeds to literally wreck Mechagodzilla's shop. Kong does not win this fight without Godzilla's help. That's the ultimate thing. Just because he's the one who gets the kill, which I think is very important, that even though he lost the fight with Godzilla, he gets a little bit of redemption. That he's the one who gets to put Mechagodzilla down. I think that's awesome. Yeah, but that's the thing. Without Godzilla's help, he does not win the fight. And then let's be clear. Remember, the girl, I can't remember her name, but the girl said, scientist, like, Godzilla's not the enemy. That guy's the enemy. And, they're ready to, and, Godzilla is up again, ready to go if he needs to. Like, they're both tired, but Godzilla's ready to go if he needs to. And let's be clear, this happens again. Oh, no, Godzilla's going to freaking win. It's clear, too, Kong is far more beat down than Godzilla is. Godzilla's got too much durability on his side compared to Kong to be able to go down like that. And he can still fire an atomic breath in his face if he wanted to. And he's aware of that axe. He's not going to let that axe, get in the way again. Godzilla's not stupid. Kong's ultimately, I think, the smarter of the two. But Godzilla's not stupid. But ultimately, what happens? Kong lays down the axe. Now, let's be fair here. That's not submitting. That's just like, no, we're not enemies. And they both basically kind of like give their farewells. Basically, the warriors respect. But ultimately, it was still Godzilla who won the fight. Ultimately. Because Kong also knows, like, I don't want to fight you, and there's a good chance I might not come back from it if I do. So then Godzilla goes back to the sea, probably to recuperate and still be, the king of the surface world, the guardian of the surface world. Whereas Kong gets to now live his new life in the Hollow Earth. And you can see he's a lot more energetic, he's happy, and they got the moniker outpost. So was this what I wanted overall? Yeah, this is what I wanted overall. All of us Godzilla fans, we rooted, we cheered, and we got our win. But then if you're still a fan of Kong, which most of us Godzilla fans are still a fan of Kong, he got his wins in too. It was just a good damn time. And this is the kind of movie you need to come back to. Or when you want to go back to theaters, you want to go see. So yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely worth the money. I'm taking my girlfriend to see it next week when she gets back. She should be back, honestly, on Easter. So yeah. I can't say enough about it. Is there anything else I should really talk about in terms of the spoilers of the film? Oh, I like the fact too that they talk about something happened with Kong Skull Island, or with Skull Island itself, that a storm basically mostly just destroyed it and just enveloped it and destroyed it. What I think the implication is, maybe, is that Ghidorah's storm in the King of Monsters, where he's altering the weather, altered like the overall weather pattern to some degree, and caused the storm that surrounds Skull Island to basically encroach and cover the island. And they built the facility to keep Kong safe. So yeah, that's interesting. And from a lore perspective, that could make sense. I don't really have much else to talk about because most of the other stuff, like the sci-fi tech that we do not have at all, is supposed to be modern day. Yeah, sure. Like, could we really build a giant Mechagodzilla? Well, they did build a giant gut, not like a Mechagodzilla that could actually do what this thing does, but they did build a giant Gundam that actually did move. So in Japan, so never say never, and who knows what we could do in the next 10, 20, 50, 30 years, but not likely. Anyway, though, that's my thoughts. I'm glad I stick with my gut, absolutely. Because realistically, there wasn't any way Kong was going to beat Godzilla, to be frank. So, well, in my opinion, at least not this version of Kong versus this version of Godzilla. Like I said, when I actually did the Godzilla versus Kong video, puts this version of Kong against other versions of Godzilla, he actually would probably come out on top. Like, he'd actually probably put the smackdown on Showa era Godzilla just because he's that much taller than him. Like, he's he's like twice the size, minimum. So he'd actually put the smackdown on Showa era Godzilla. And maybe, possibly even beat the crap out of Heisei. Again, just from sheer size difference alone. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What did you think overall of the movie? And who did you get did your winner win, or did your choice win? Did it not win? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. And I'm done for today. Thanks for watching. See you later.